Investigation began when I received a fax.
Isn't all the money from the vault taken?
Only the money in the Bible.
So I've been charged?
With murdering Oswald Wilkes.
The judge set your bail this morning.
We'll get you out of
Fellow
here.
says he's your lawyer, Jameson Jones. Tracking device. Judge thinks you're a flight risk.
I was suspended yesterday.
I don't know who I can trust anymore except for you.
Do we take the money? No. The book's the greater risk.
You set me up, Mary.
I own this town, and right now I own you.
Who are you, Jim?
Why are you doing this?
My life is on the line here.
I've got the disciplinary panel tomorrow. They might call you to testify.
Where is it, Shadrach?
I will get that book. I just witnessed your Main Street go from ghost town to boomtown and back in the course of an
I
hour.
want you to bring proof rock along.
It'll be witness.
Oh, no, he won't.
It all has meaning, you know.
Daddy wants it.
You have to die, Proof Rock.
Rise and shine, Jimbo. Time for your community service. Oh, shoot. I got gum all over my face.
The judge didn't say anything about community service.
Oh, I know. But I brought it up last night over nachos and margaritas, and he thought it was a great idea. Of course, he was kind of slurring his words at the time, so I don't think he was really on top of his game as far as what's legal is concerned.
What's this for?
So cars don't hit you as you're ridding America's highways and byways of litter. Hey, what I owe you for the coffee, Martha?
It's on me, Deputy.
Okie doke. But I offered to pay. You boys were witnesses.
Morning.
Come on.
A little early for trash collection, don't you think?
New plan. Sloman wants me to take you along on the buy.
Why?
Only one reason I can think of.
The man kills for sport, and I'm next.
I have this thing planned to the millisecond. If you do exactly as I say, no one will get hurt.
You have a reputation that doesn't inspire confidence, Agent Mitchell.
You did a background check on me?
Of course I did. You seem to have a reckless disregard for following departmental protocol, as well as an ends justifies the means mentality. It doesn't exactly make me eager to accompany you out to the desert and serve myself up to Dwight Sloman on a platter.
If you want to catch criminals, you have to act like one.
You act the part a little too well.
Oh, do you have a better idea?
My lawyer is currently working
Your
on...
lawyer? Wake up, Jimbo. Sloman destroyed your alibi. Now, don't you think he can create evidence, too? Don't be surprised if your videotaped confession shows up on the 6 o'clock news.
And you think you can bring him down. This psychotic criminal, this gun-toting maniac.
Who thinks I'm as dirty as he is? Yes. Especially when I bring you along. We'll be going in with his guard down.
He'll also be going in fully loaded.
So will I. So will my partner.
I don't know.
Point of order! I demand to be heard. Let the secretary take you note that the chairman has failed to recognize the treasurer from the floor.
Crazy old
The
man.
numbers don't add. And they don't.
Proof Rock. Gaines asked me to destroy this because if anybody around here figured out who drew this map, it would exonerate you. Take it. Why would I give this to you if I wasn't on your side?
Okay. So what time is this deal going down?
2 p.m. sharp. And until that time, you will stay in your room. I don't want you doing anything to mess this up. I mean it. I'm watching you, Jimbo.
Water, water, everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Don't just look, Prufrock. See.
I've just sent you an email, and I'd like you to do an agency-wide distribution.
My name is Jim Prufrock. I have reason to believe that my life is in danger. On September 17th, I received a fax.
How far away is Push, Nevada?
Watermark Consolidated buys Versailles.
I'm going to take this pays out 62%.
Did you hide the money?
There's something big happening here.
Jim, I'm worried about you, buddy. This is paranoid stuff.
Just send it, Ira. Please.
Not only am I not going to send it, I'm going to delete it from my inbox. And forget we ever had this little conversation.
Ira, I know what I am suggesting sounds crazy.
Because it is crazy, Jim. If the average American read this, they...
Don't just look, Prufrock. See. Now you have to see it all, but you have to see the pieces. It all has meaning, you know. Water, water, everywhere.
And not a drop to drink. Watermark.
IRS Legal Division, could you please hold? IRS.
James and Jones, please. Jim Prufrock.
One moment, please.
Jones.
Hello, Mr. Jones. I believe the web of deceit that I am caught up in can be unraveled by looking into the dealings of Watermark Consolidated.
Oh. Slow down, Jim. Start at the beginning and fill me in, okay?
That's not possible. I only have 4.5 hours, and I have a lot to do. I'm operating on little more than a hunch, but I intend to get proof.
Jim, hold it. I advise you to sit tight, right?
I may only have a few hours left on this planet, Mr. Jones. I need to put them to good use.
Jim, you're talking crazy.
Unfortunately, I don't think I am. My name means a lot to me. It's all I have, really. I'd like to clear it, and if for some reason I can't...
Jim, I intend to stay with this case until the truth comes out.
Thank you. I'm sending you a package containing physical evidence that can help exonerate me. I've also CC'd you an email laying out everything I know up to this point.
Jim, again, as your attorney, I must advise you that your best course of action is to stay put and stay out of sight. Are we clear? Jim.
mystery of Push, Nevada.
Honey, do we know a guy named Jim Prufrock?
Investigating corruption and murder in a small Nevada town called Push.
If the criminal element believes that killing me will derail my investigation,
they will be sorely mistaken. I implore all of you out there to take up the standard. My passing should serve as a clarion call to all who receive this email to continue my work.
And look into the dealings of Dwight Sloman and Watermark Consolidated, both of whom I believe are behind the mystery of Push, Nevada. Best regards, Jim Prufrock.
I'd like to send this the quickest way possible.
If speed is your priority, you'll want overnight mail. It's guaranteed delivery within 24 hours. A little more expensive than some of your other options, but...
That's fine. How much do I owe you?
Depends. How quickly do you want it to get there?
Well, you just said 24 hours.
Guaranteed. However, we make every effort to have it there in half the time for an extra fee.
Sounds great. How much?
Well, how much would you be willing to pay?
I don't understand.
You name your own price, and I put it into the database. Within 10 minutes, you'll know if your bid has been accepted.
I don't really have that kind of time. I'll just take the regular overnight mail.
You're fairly typical in that regard. Members of your demographic tend to balk at the time the bidding process takes. It's a different story altogether for retirees. That'll be $13.25.
Can I get a receipt, please?
Got the whole recipient list of Prufrock's email.
Who are these people?
Now, let me see if I can track them. Maybe there's a pattern. There's no common denominator, just random people. We got a big problem here.
You were robbed?
I was searched, robbed, punched, kicked, maimed, taken for a fool, fooled into submission, all of the above.
Well, that's terrible. Was anything taken?
Everything was taken.
Well, can I help you? No.
Prufrock.
Yes, that's right. My name is Jim Prufrock. And I think I saw something in your artwork, and I want to ask you about it.
Prufrock.
Is there any significance to the water bottles? I don't mean to speak pejoratively about your artistic vision or to ask you to articulate that which can't be articulated, but I can't help but feel there's a message in your sculpture, and that message has to do with Watermark Consolidated.
Prufrock. My name is Walter Shadrack. By the power invested in me from the Attorney General of the great state of Nevada, I demand that you leave. My name is Walter Shadrack. And by the power invested in me from the Attorney General of the great state of Nevada, I demand you leave.
Who are those people?
My name is Walter Shadrack.
Did they do something to hurt you?
By the power invested in me from the Attorney General of the great state of Nevada, I demand that you leave.
With what's going on in this town?
My name is Walter Shadrack, and by the power invested in me from the Attorney General of the great state of Nevada, I demand that you leave. My name is Walter Shadrack, and by the power invested in me from the Attorney General of the great state of Nevada.
Jim Prufrock.
Just a reminder, Mr. Prufrock, that my disciplinary hearing is in a few minutes, and the panel may want to ask you a few questions regarding my 7C search, the quality of my work, and the content of my character.
Yes, Grace, of course.
Can you be reached at this number for the next few hours? Mr. Prufrock, are you still there?
Yes, Grace. I'll be waiting by the phone.
Gaming Commission.
Can I see that badge?
Status report.
Of the 2,000 emails sent, we estimate that 1,873 will reach their intended recipient. Approximately 67% of those will be immediately deleted, dismissed as spam, leaving us with up to 618 potential new threats.
Prufrock has proven to be more resourceful than our research anticipated he would be.
Eliminating him is no longer an option. We need a more elegant solution.
I'm on it. Gentlemen, according to your research, Jim Prufrock should have gone away by now. I was given assurances of 100% success based on your data. Clearly, your data is flawed. We need to be more thorough. Deep background. I want to know everything about him. Every person he's ever talked to, everything he's ever done, every thought he's ever had.
How far back do you want us to go?
I want to know of conversations he may have heard in utero. We understand that you plan to bring Mr. Prufrock along on your buy this afternoon.
I plan to put a bullet between the eyes of that abacus-toting employee of the month because you candy asses can't seem to do it yourselves.
We agree that the Prufrock situation has become untenable.
And while we tacitly approved your plan, we want to assure you that it's not because we're
candy asses
that we asked you to call it off.
Hold on. This deal is my due. My God-given right.
Please understand, we're not interested in interfering with your business venture.
Man's got a right to make money.
Not necessarily God-given.
Depends on your interpretation of the Bible.
But a right nonetheless.
We're simply urging restraint in the Prufrock matter while we reassess.
Regroup, rethink.
Restraint? I wanted him dead from day one. This should have been handled already.
Hindsight is 20/20. We were using information we thought to be definitive.
You gentlemen need better information.
We're working on that as we speak.
I'm beginning to question the wisdom of our business arrangement.
We hope you don't mean that.
Sometimes things are said in the heat of the moment.
I'll go along this time. But gentlemen, I'm considering striking out on my own again.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
It already has.
Diners Club customer service, Jan speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Jan. I'd like an account balance, please.
Certainly, sir.
Could you hold for just a moment? I've got another call coming in.
Of course.
I'll be right back. Grace, I can't talk right now.
You're on speakerphone, Mr. Prufrock, and we're all here.
Morning, Agent Prufrock. We were told you were aware of this proceeding and had made yourself available.
Of course. If you could just hold for one moment while I get rid of this other call. I'm back.
I'm here. Card number?
3612 345 678 0009.
Okay. I'm going to put you on hold for just a moment while I pull up your records.
Great. Sorry.
We'd like to begin with some background of how you and Ms. Conway came to work together.
Well, as you know, the IRS hosts a monthly open house for members of the community. But these talks are usually fairly routine, question and answer sessions. But this one day, there was a young woman in the back who had a much greater interest than anybody I had seen there before.
Yes, the young lady in the back.
Isn't it true that 501c3 corporations are required to file Form 990 Schedule A by the 15th day of the 5th month after the end of that organization's accounting period? Mr. Prufrock?
Her breadth of knowledge was impressive. And so when she approached me after the talks to ask about job opportunities, I was only too happy.
So from the start of your relationship, she demonstrated a predilection for circumventing appropriate channels?
No, it was entirely appropriate. I placed a call to personnel and told them to expect her application, but other than that...
The other candidates for the position merit the same personal heads up?
She was hired based on her qualifications. I can assure you.
Thank you. That's all for now.
Hello?
I'm still here.
I will need your name exactly as it appears on the card, please.
Well, it's my Watermark Consolidated corporate card, so...
Oh, I can see that, sir, but I will still need a name.
So the Gaming Commission, then? Our watermark.
Okay. Notify all field agents. I am them via cell phone. They've been compromised.
Where is it, Shadrach? I will get that book.
High water trucking.
Hi there. Aren't you going to invite me in?
I don't really have time to talk right now, Mary.
What happened? He ran down a credit card, Scheidel, like a dog with a bone.
Come here. Sit by me.
I don't understand. Where's this coming from?
I'm sorry if I'm coming on too strong. Guess I've kind of forgotten how to flirt with a man I'm attracted to. I don't get much of a chance. My, boss has pretty tight rein on us girls.
Mary, I know that Sloman is your father. I also know you must be terrified. Now, I think that I can help you, but I need some information. You and I both know that your father is involved in criminal activities. What can you tell me about Watermark Consolidated?
This should be interesting. Zoom in tight on them. Try to decrease the ambient noise. I don't want to miss a word.
I don't know anything, Jim. I've never heard of Watermark.
I need to talk to someone who has. You need to leave.
Wait, okay. I'll tell you what I know. It isn't much, but maybe it will help you.
Does BRB move goods for those well-dressed men?
Yes.
Right, who are they? And what is he transporting exactly?
They would kill me if they knew I told you.
Mary, I want to help you. Believe me.
BRB used to be a regular client of mine. Men come to me for dancing and conversation. They tell me things, secrets, that they keep from the rest of the world. And in turn, I keep a journal. You never know when some casually dropped remark might come in handy. Do you think less of me?
Can I see it?
Later.
Look, in just over an hour, it may be too late. I need to see it now.
My father's looking for me. That's why I came to your room. If he finds me,
I'll go. Give me a key.
He doesn't let me lock the door. The journal's wrapped in a pillowcase under my mattress.
Sir, can I help you with anything?
Let's see this so-called evidence he's collected. Where is she?
Prufrock's room?
Bring up what's on the media card. Shadrach sculpture.
Junk. He took pictures of junk.
Hold it. What's that in the base? Enlarge that. Move. Back to the live feed. She took it.
Your room was locked. Where's Mary?
I saw her leave your room, get in her car, and drive away.
Which way?
You'll never catch her, Mr. Prufrock. She's much too fast for you. You know, it occurs to me that you might not understand the rules of this establishment. I don't like clandestine liaisons in my guest rooms. That's what a parlor's for. Clear?
Yes, of course.
Good.
Sprint PCS, this is Brenda. How may I help you?
I need an address in Push, Nevada for a high water trucking.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm showing no business listing in Push, Nevada for high water trucking.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, we are off our game. Sloppiness, lack of attention to detail, and general malaise. This ends now. You. Prufrock's emails should never have gotten out.
I know, but...
You're terminated. Goodbye. From this point on, all satellite, audio, and video surveillance shall be focused on locating Mary Sloman. Understood? Good. Go. What do you got?
James A. Prufrock, born Carson City, August 24th, 1973, to Alfred M. and Janine L. Prufrock.
If I'd wanted that kind of crap, I would have Googled him myself. Give me something I can use.
1986. With the suicide of his father, 12-year-old Jim Prufrock withdraws from the few friends he has. He drops out of band, quits JV baseball, and suspends his comic book subscriptions to Spider-Man and the New Mutants. In fact, he forgoes all extracurricular activities with the exception of one, math club. This suggests a young boy stripping away the trappings of childhood and finding solace in a highly ordered world defined by clear-cut and unbreakable rules. A world of absolutes, zeros and ones, good and bad, black and white.
Go on.
1987. Young Prufrock wills himself to perfection. He sets up a regimen to prepare for the SATs. The last 2 hours of every night are devoted to taking practice exams. Roughly 1,850 such tests in a single year.
So what? I studied for the SAT.
Yes, but when he began his regimen, he was still 3 years away from taking the actual test. Final score, English 780, Math 800. This suggests a commitment and a strength of will not easily overridden.
I see. So where does that leave us?
Prufrock will not stop. He can't be co-opted, dissuaded, reasoned with.
So short of killing him, what are our options?
Hello, Grace.
Hello, Mr. Prufrock. You're on speakerphone again.
Mr. Prufrock, did you authorize Ms. Conway to make a 7C search?
I asked Grace, Miss Conway, to obtain information for a case I'm investigating. Now, I did not specify how she should obtain that information, but I trust her judgment implicitly. And if she felt that a 7C search was necessary...
So you did not authorize a search?
Technically, no, but like I said...
Thank you.
I trust...
Hey there, fellas. Did you hear we got a prisoner on the loose? I've been chasing him all over the county, and I think it's time we lock him up again. Okay. Hope y'all have sunscreen on out here. Get in the car. Get in the car, Prufrock. The game plan was for you to lay low. Exactly what did you think you were doing back there?
I think that High Water Trucking is a subsidiary of Watermark Consolidated. I need to find out exactly what BRB is transporting for them.
And what, you were just gonna walk up to those guys and ask them?
Yes.
Good plan. And you expected them to tell you just like that, huh?
No, I expected them to lie. Then at least I would know that they're transporting something illegal. Getting information in this town is a bit of an art form.
You're gonna get your answers, Jim. As soon as Sloman's facing serious time, he's gonna talk.
How did you find him?
When you wrote down High Water Trucking, you left an impression on the legal pad. Saw it on TV once.
I know it's a lot to ask, but could you pull over to the side of the road? There's one last call I need to make before the meet. Hey, Darlene, it's me. I don't know if you're still at the house. I tried to call your cell phone, but it's been disconnected. Anyway, I just wanted to take this chance to say that I'm sorry. We both did things and said things we're not proud of. I want you to know that the years we spent together were the happiest time of my life. So, I guess that's it.
soon as Sloman touches the tickets, the second that he does, we'll cuff him. Until then, you don't even blink unless I tell you to.
I got it.
You comfortable in all that?
I'm a little hot. Other than that, I'm fine.
You're early, boss.
I'm not fond of surprises. You have the guest of honor, I see.
Mm-hmm. Found him nosing around City Hall.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but people know that I'm here. So if anything happens to me...
There'll be hell to pay.
Yes.
You know what? I've already paid.
Who's this guy?
Don't mind him. We've got some business to conduct a little later.
This wasn't what we agreed to.
God laughs at those who plan.
That the money?
That it is. And I believe you have something for me.
550 winning Nevada State Lottery tickets. Street value, 1.5 million. So, can we do this thing?
I'll need to sample the merchandise.
You already did.
And now I want to do it again. I'd like you to do it for me.
Do what?
Reach in there, grab one of those tickets, and scratch it.
I want nothing to do with this.
Just do it.
But you're a witness. Now, I am doing this under duress.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Scratch it.
$50,000.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
Sorry.
Hello, you reached Jim Prufrock. I'm not available to take your call at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
That reminds me, there's just one little thing I'd like to take care of before we conclude the deal.
What's that?
Deputy, I would like you to shoot Mr. Prufrock here.
What?
He tried to leave town, stole this winning lottery ticket as a source of cash to flee the country.
Wait a minute.
You hunted him down. When you confronted him, he pulled the gun, fired at you, and ran.
I don't have a gun.
We'll give you one after.
Hey, I didn't sign on for this.
Relax. Pleasure before business. That's what I always say. Deputy.
Run, Jimbo.
Wait, you can't...
Run!
Nice shooting.
Now, can we do some business?
My daddy always used to say that the only way to make sure a troublesome animal was really dead was with a nice, clean headshot.
Wait! Let me.
Sorry, but you have to die, Prufrock.
ABC will take your breath away with a brand new Alias, Sunday, 9/8 Central.
Next on Push Nevada.
Waffle's hot.
You like waffles, Jim?
Mr. Prufrock! Happy to see me, Jim. I was thinking about getting undressed.
No!